inspiration behind the Great Debate would be the Lincoln-Douglas debate in Washington Park. It was a big moment for Quincy.
Huge. Still is.
Yeah.
And fun fact, it actually wasn't for the presidency. It was actually for the Senate. It was a Senate race. Most people don't realize that.
Bomb drop right there.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
I don't think I recognize that.
I don't think I ever knew that.
We were looking for something to complement our number one selling beer, which is Baby Blonde. Something that maybe just a little less in flavor and a little less in bitterness. And we developed a lager, and this is what they call an American lager. And it's just a super crisp, clean, easy drinking beer.
Yeah, I think for the public, Bayview still is our number one seller.
Right.
That's not going to change. But there are certain people that come in and say, you know what, I'm a really light beer drinker,
Right.
and sometimes Bayview can be a bit of a jump for them.
Yeah, definitely.
So this kind of fills that gap.
Yeah, I think so. And it also it does feel lighter.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody who's
Cleaner.
making that jump to craft, who's coming in, maybe they're coming in for an event or for trivia or something, and they are that light beer drinker. This is a great place for them to really jump off on and enjoy craft beer made right here in Quincy.
Yeah, so I prefer to drink this beer with the doors open, nice and warm, breeze coming through, or maybe out on the garden.
I think it's the beginning beer too. Like if I'm thinking, because some of our beers up there can be a bit heavier or maybe sweeter, or maybe, to me, those are more like the end of the night, like the nightcap. Like to me, this is where I start.
And I think I'd be the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would go for something and then finish with this, because that was such a big beer that
I need something-
I
I
just
need
want
something
something that's a little lighter
chill out
to
a
chill
little
out
bit.
with.
Nice.
But I'm the kind of person that saves the best for last. I'm eating the crust and leaving like the decadent whatever for last. So I think that,
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their own palate and their own way in the style. But I think Josh was right on that. When you're thinking summer and warm, a lawnmower beer,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
stroller beer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one hits that
this
for
is definitely
sure.
that beer. So I think when you talk about what this beer is and what it is inside of our brewery, everything's conversational here.
Yeah.
There's no debate here. We are really about people gathering and and welcoming.
Yeah.
Cell phones down,
Absolutely.
but so I don't think there's a debate going on.
Definitely not.
No
Maybe
debate
what beer's
here.
your favorite?
Yeah, and I think because it's so, I don't want to say it's the beer for everyone, because there's not a
Right.
beer for everyone, but I do feel like it is the beer that a lot of people can get behind. I mean, even someone who has a very strict palate can kind of get behind this beer.
Definitely.
We ask our customers to see it, sip it, smell it, and score it.
Right here on this card.
Yeah. So if you come in and do a flight, they can do all of those things. And that's really the proper way to kind of taste a beer.
So see it.
Crisp and clear.
It is.
Very clear.
Nothing in
Totally
there.
see through it.
It's got a nice golden color. Not too yellow, but a pale yellow straw.
Straw. Definitely.
Okay, so smell it. It doesn't really have a strong, maybe a little bit of sweetness,
A little sweet, but it just
but
smells
not.
smells like a beer.
Yeah.
Smells
I mean, it's not
delicious.
like you would.
It's not it's just
It's-
a nice. Yeah. It's a good smell. Okay, so
I can't
sip
smell
it.
it without sipping it.
I know,
Every
yeah,
time I have to
you're-
stop
you're
myself
jumping
from
ahead.
sipping it. I'm like,
You're
don't do
jumping-
it yet. Don't do
Okay,
it.
so sip it. But you have to sip it twice, because the first sip doesn't really count. Your palate needs a second.
Yeah, I think it's more than 2 sips for me, just for the record.
So I'd go back to, it's just so light
Yeah.
and crisp and clean.
Crisp. It's so good.
And that's the style of beer with the lagering.
Yeah.
It just gives that the different nose than
Yeah.
like an ale would.
Well executed.
Huh?
Well executed, Jim.
Very well executed.
So last year's score. So let's score out of 10. I think we're changing the rating system because I think 1 to 10 is a good.
Okay.
Now, are you scoring in this like how you would score just this beer, or how you would score it in a lineup of the beers that we have on
I
tap?
would say overall, like if this is the only beer you've had from Quincy Brewing Company
Okay.
and you just came in
man,
for that one,
that's
how
tough.
would you score this beer?
See, I don't score that way. I score based off of like what the beer is supposed to be.
Okay, well,
And
I
how
mean,
it ta- like
but that's
how
what
it-
it is.
It's executed.
How is it? I mean, it's a,
I mean,
a
I think
lager.
it's a 5. Or sorry, on a 1 to 10 scale, it's a 10. Honestly,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I
okay.
think
10 to 10.
obviously go to a lot of breweries, and I've had some American lagers. I just had one a couple nights ago, and I was like, man, this is just, it doesn't do it. There's too much, and there's too much bitterness, too much hops. This is just what I think an American lager was designed to be and should be.
All who know me know I don't like very many beers. I hate to say that, but I'm drinking this beer. I enjoy this beer. So for me, I would maybe say a 9 to 10, because there's always like a little room for growth or a little room to do something different.
I don't know what you would change. I don't know that I would want to change it.
Yeah.
I won't score it. These are my beers.
Okay.
These are my babies.
Fair.
I love them all equally. But I will say that, when you're talking about this beer and what it is, I think it does the job right.
Oh, it's
Agreed.
It's refreshing. And
That's why I think-
like if I were gonna meet friends here, this is what I would pour.
Cheers to that.